So today is a quick chat about farewell to our old friend the T6. You can see from the title of today's video, it's like a goodbye to the T6. T6 California, T6 in general, arrived with us in 2016 and been with us all the way up to now, and still is the current model, still with us even though the 6.1 is now available to order. Getting a lot of questions from people who are phoning in to speak to us here about, should I wait for the 6.1? Should I get a T6? I thought I'd do a little quick video just to give you not necessarily my thoughts on whether you should or shouldn't wait. I think that's probably something more for you to decide whether it's something that you want with the newer model or the older model. But it's really a quick recap really on where we are with T6 at the moment. So also as well, a big thing, because people have been asking about how long the T6 will still be around for, what stock levels and things like that there are there. So there's still quite a bit of stock of the current model, of the T6 model, around at the moment. But Volkswagen's plan, we really want to see most of those models sold and delivered by the end of the year. Will there be still some stock next year? Personally, I think there will be, but I don't think there'll be a huge amount. There's been plenty of really good deals on the outgoing model, on the T6 models, and that's obviously just to move those vehicles. Some people have been asking me about residual values. Obviously, at this current time now, so if you've got a T6, the residual values have dropped a little bit, but that's only because there's really strong marketing deals that Volkswagen are doing on the 6 model. But obviously, we'll see those values come back up again to where they were before, and I don't think it'll be long until they realign themselves to where they have been previously, and even possibly actually even go higher than they were before as well. So that's all good news. Obviously, if you're looking to change from a 6 to a 6, just a newer version of it, again it's a bit like for like really, because you're getting a really good strong deal on the new one against where the old one is. So if you've watched the previous videos, you'll know that the 6.1 is a facelift, or it's classed as a facelift. It's not a whole new model because it's still obviously classed as a T6, but it's the new version, the 0.1. But there's real big differences between the current model and the 6.1, and we've shown you some of those on the video. Do you buy 6? Do you buy 6.1? And the choice is yours. Obviously, setting money aside to whether you want the new model or the old model. But really what I'm trying to emphasise over is that if you do want the T6, and that's where you want to be with it, now is probably the time that you need to start looking to do it, because very shortly that model is going to be finished. There won't be much stock around to get what you particularly want in your choice of colour and things like that as well. I think probably by the time we get into the new year, especially towards maybe February, March time, I think we can pretty much safely say there'll be definitely none left at that point. So the big plan at the moment is for us to get rid of all of our old stock by the end of the year. You might see some demonstrator models after that, which have got low mileage on and things, but really it's coming to the end of the year, and that's the farewell to T6 really. That's when it's going to be gone, and then next year we'll be fully concentrating on the 6.1. You'll know if you watch the channel for a long time, we don't push the sales side of it particularly on this video, because our video and our channel is a lot more about giving you the information about how these vehicles work and things like that. But I did feel I wanted to share with you that if you are looking at a T6 model, now is probably the time for you to make that decision or have a look at it a bit more closer, because as I said, the deals are really good. Obviously, if you don't want a 6 and you want the 6.1, it is just round the corner. I think our first demonstrator vehicles are going into build later on in the year, and we're expecting those to be with us in the early 2020. So we'll have those vehicles as soon as they're here. We'll do videos on those, and we'll get behind and bring in the latest information. And obviously we've also got the Grand California, different subject altogether, but that fingers crossed will be with us. Our first vehicles will be with us, I'm hoping the end of January, somewhere around there as well, and we can get into Grand California as well.